Hi Gemini, thank you so much for dropping by. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Let's see what the cards have for you today. Wow, judgment, some form of realization, some form of shocking discovery, a reconciliation, something to do about family as well. Blowing the horn over an announcement somewhere about something, a situation here that calls for the stealing of the mind, meditation, enlightenment, getting the epiphany here. So, what does Gemini needs to know? Wow, the High Priestess number 2. The High Priestess here reminds me of the beautiful pigeon where it's very friendly. You can get close to the pigeon, but it flies away whenever you get too close to it. Intimacy is a bit of a issue here. They don't trust people easily and they are very highly intuitive. They know if I'm hearing tiptoeing around her or he and have something to hide below your sleeve here. You have a lot of wisdom and experience here. 2, wow. We have 2, the High Priestess here, and 2, wow. Something to do with a decision that you need to make, or probably you're juggling something here, or questioning the loyalty of this person here. 2 twos. For Gemini, what does Gemini needs to know? Wow, the Page of Wands. A lot of passion, attraction, attention has been done over this person or this situation or this project. Full actions has been conveyed and poured into this. However, there's this saying where the candle that burns the brightest burns out the fastest here. Needs a lot of persistence, perseverance, and discipline. Is it the news that's coming in rather swiftly as well? What news is that? Or the news has come in and you're processing it. See, she's holding sort of a ladder here, a scroll. What does Gemini needs to know? Wow. This news kind of tying you down. Feel like you're no freedom, being controlled. What is that is causing you this entrapment here? What news is that? Temperance. Emotions are balanced. However, thoughts, you're unable to control certain negative thoughts here. Gemini, please. What does Gemini needs to know, please? 10 of Swords. Wow. So we had the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. The thought process, you keep thinking about it, and it's painful. I'm hearing as well as lack of spiritual and emotional nourishment here. Something is empty, keeping you in isolation. This news is crippling. Yes, that's the word I wanted to say. The news is swift but crippling. It's like the news is there, but you refuse to open and see what's the verdict here. The Queen of Pentacles. You want stableness, but you're unsure. It's a lot of lonely feeling here. I don't know why I'm having goosebumps now. About being alone here. Feel like nobody truly understands you. Some situations has come to an end, but you sort of refuse to want it to end here. Someone needs to go somewhere, travel somewhere, and you're alone here. See one more for Gemini, please. Give me one more for Gemini. Give me one more for Gemini. It's like you do not need to see the news, the content of the letter or content of a message here. You know what it is already. Your intuition is high. One more for Gemini, please. Give me one more. Wow, 5 of Swords. Some, when in a very hostile, I'm not saying hostile, in a very stressful environment where anger and emotions, it's unbalanced, eruptions, there are words and actions done during the heat of the moment that pierces through your heart here. Though the energy may be risky, you or your person here, though they do not mean it, meant it during that time. And I do see the fighting and dispute has dispersed here, and there is time for you to process what has gone through. I'm still hearing probably competition or disagreements at work or with a person here. And now, after all the energy has been, put out there, everyone need to know exactly what you or that person thinks. The only way forward is to work together on a common goal here. There may be a lot of differences here between you and your person or between you and your colleagues, but each have their own way of contributing towards the greater good. Each of them have their own skills and talents here. It really weigh on your mind, the situation, and you sometimes feel like, oh, I'm having goosebumps again. Sometimes feel like they don't understand who you truly are, and because of what's said and done, this depict you like sort of a horrible person here, when you're not, and you feel so alone and isolated. And I feel it's more of you detaching yourself, removing yourself from this group of people at work or society, or removing yourself from this person. You are hurting yourself by having this cyclical thoughts, going round and round your head over and over again. See, we have the Page of Pentacles here. You may need to start back baby steps again to join back this group of friends, to join back to this person, by leveling yourself, grounding yourself again. Maybe you need to take some time off from this thinking about the situation by going out for a walk, listen to your favorite music, try not to think about it, rejuvenate your soul. Go and walk barefooted on the forest, grass, smell the trees, go and bask in the sun, go to a beach, rejuvenate yourself. You've been putting yourself too hard on it, pushing yourself really, really hard and punishing yourself, which is not entirely your fault here. What's this High Priestess here for Gemini, please? High Priestess for Gemini. You're the type of person to try to avoid conflict. You're not really confrontational, and you've been put in this situation here. Being in the thick of this conflict here. There's someone. See? You didn't want to get involved in the first place. This is a intuitively preamp, you already know this is going to be hell breaking loose here. What is this Page of Wands? I was hearing somebody offering you an apology here, and whether you want to take it. Page of Rods here. Wow. Three of Rods. See, you want to move on to a new phase here after this intense disagreement here, and look forward to something new. Probably a change of career, a change of job position, change of department here, or a change of a relationship or partnership. Gemini, please. The Eight of Swords, please. Eight of Swords. Too many. Wow. And Two of Swords again. Decision here that you need to do. You have deliberated and which route you want to take here. I'm hearing like you're waiting for others to make the decision first. Gonna see where the crowd is going. Eight of Swords, please, with Gemini. The Ten of Pentacles. Something in the big corporation that you're working in. Some stress at work. It's a hearing, probably some retrenchment. That's causing you a lot of stress and affecting your family dynamic and relationship here. You want success and victory here. You want people to know that you've done your best for the greater good here. What is this Ten of Swords for Gemini? Wow, we have 10-10. Definitely closing a chapter on something here. Probably applying for a job in a bigger enterprise, probably ending of a business, a company here. Wow, being independent. If it's love for relationship reading, closing a chapter in someone and thinking about being single here and being happy, or probably find somebody else here. Someone here is kind of immature. Wow, speaking of immature and Page of Swords turn out. A lot of fighting with this person here, who is quite manipulative in some sense. Using tricks and trickery, spying. Not able to commit to long term. And therefore you realize that it's not a really healthy relationship and you're not able to get a long-term relationship with this person. This person is very short-sighted. Do things for short-term goals, very easily distracted. Unable to commit. Have the thrill of the initial part of the relationship, you know, about chasing, pursuing someone, but not about the work and effort that needs to be put in the relationship here. I still see this person spying on you here. You feel disheartened because you really wanted someone to spend your life with and have everything you ever dream of, you know, security, home, money. There's also probably external factors involved as well. Children. This person is offering you an apology or reconciliation, but I don't think you want to accept it. You feel like this person plays a lot of mind games with you, not really being very honest here about their motives. There is some unconscious objectives and motives by this person, which they may not be conscious about, probably due to their upbringing or past trauma here. I see you here unwavering, not too sure what you want to do now. You feel like you're being in a codependent relationship for quite some time, dependent on someone, being in a relationship that it was not really balanced for quite some time, and you're unsure what you want to do here, but definitely you feel betrayed and a lot of pain here. I'm also hearing for those in the, there is some backbone pain, spinal pain here, and neck problems, neck pain due to the poor posture and sleepless nights. However, you're putting a plan into actions here. You're taking small steps forward into your own happiness. And yeah, moving towards your own happiness here. And you have the tools for it as well. You sort of know whatever the message this person is trying to give you, you already roughly know what is it. This person kind of thought he or she won underhandedly, but in the long run, when they reflect back, they're going to realize that they didn't win anything. They lose everything instead. Alright, that's all I have for you, Gemini. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.